Yo, you already know it's myself, King Jones. We've got the pub father in the house. It's the football pull up. Let's make some noise. Go straight into it. Everyone's been talking about it. We don't want to just talk about the fact that Aston Villa smacked up Arsenal, who 3-0 destroyed them, took them apart, made Grealish Aldinho, you know what I'm saying? Green Didio, he looked like the best player since sliced bread. We want to talk more about everyone's saying that Arteta doesn't trust the back two. He doesn't trust. It's about trust. So Tony Adams has weighed in recently. He said that he believes that Rob Holding and Gabriel can be a back two, and it's not more about how good they were, because he said he wasn't even the best defender. It was the fact that their team defended as a team. So he said the fact that Partey's in that team, he can cover in, and the fact that Arsenal's biggest problems is that when both fullbacks, they bomb forward and none of them really go at interchanging times. He always believed that when one bombed forward, somebody else would tuck into one side, and if there was a midfielder playing defensive, they would fill in on that side while that fullback was forward. What do you think about defending as a team? What do you think about Arteta not being able to trust the back three?
I think we have to be fair. I think we're just a couple of weeks ago that you guys had the best defense in the league. Everybody was loving it. And then when you look at the fixtures that you've actually lost, So the teams you've lost to, apart from Aston Villa, all finished ahead of you last year. So it was about Man City, Liverpool, and Leicester. I think Man City and Liverpool, most teams are going to lose to them, especially away from home. I think that's a given this season or whatever. So I'm not judging. So it makes it look worse than it is. Like, 4 defeats and 4 whatever. When other guys have had much easier fixtures, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, you guys lost 4 games or whatever. Yeah, because we played Man City and Liverpool. Now, for me, it's strange because certain formations I think definitely make it easier for you to play. In terms of like if you have creative midfielders or whatever, you definitely don't want to play 3 at the back. You want to have more people in midfield. You want to have more options to pass to. But that's the thing though, because I remember as a Chelsea fan, when we had Conte, it didn't matter who we played. We played 3 at the back, and then we still win the game 3-4-0. Regardless of who we played.
I feel uncomfortable there. I don't like Tierney as a centre back. I just don't like Holding as a player, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
My only issue with the two is I haven't seen you guys look solid in the two for a long time.
No. But I believe that you have to keep praying at it, bro. Like you have to keep doing it. You have to keep drilling it, keep training it.
You have to, but then how long before your fans are like, let's go back?
No, but you try to. I play. Look, I believe that with Thomas Partey there, he's allowed us to play better ways. So I think you can play El Nani as really the holding last guy, And I do think outside of Partey, he's the best tackler in the team. I think that I think you can play Thomas Partey slightly ahead of him, pushing forward, and I believe that you can have that creative guy right there. Who create, like Tony Adams said it, with those 2 guys shielding, it would have been perfect for Ozil to come in. Ozil would probably screaming, you bring in Thomas Partey and El Nani, I can actually do what I need to do now. I don't have to really worry. I can pretend to be the first screen of defense. I actually could play in this team.
Well, yesterday was against Aston Villa was the only time I saw like you guys defending badly. Like even the goals you considered, I didn't think it was like howlers or like what we're used to saying with like Mustafi and Socrates and all these guys or whatever. The only thing is, for everything you gain from switching to a back 4, you lose something. So you switch to back 4. You were saying, or Tony Adams was saying, play Gabriel and Holding, but then you miss out all the passing of David Luiz, which has been one of your number 1 attacking options, this season. You have to bypass the whole midfield and find guys right, find guys left. That's gone. So now can Gabriel or Holding, deliver similar type passes? I don't know. It's a possibility.
No,
I think Gabriel's a good passer.
I play Luiz.
Huh?
I play Luiz instead of
You play Luiz and Gabriel.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So then obviously that has its own issues.
But we got problems. Don't get me wrong. Arsenal have big problems. They have a lot of players in their team that shouldn't be there. I think Bellerin has really shown himself as a really bad defender. Obviously, it doesn't help the fact that, Pepe doesn't come back as much. William has been awful for a while now. I don't know what's going on.
I thought William was good against Man United. I thought it was real good in that game, and the Molde game as well. I thought it was really good. But anyway, I don't want you guys. I don't want you guys.
Awful. Awful. Yeah, he's been awful. But I'm just saying, I don't think Bellerin's very good. I believe he needs a real right back, not Cedric Source. Like, we need a real right back that really challenges him. I don't think Maitland-Niles will ever really challenge him as a fullback, and I don't think that Cedric Source guy is any sort of, like, it's just a stopgap, isn't it? He's like Fusu Mensah, like they're just there, they don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think Bellerin believes that he's got that position. You know what I'm saying? So Bellerin will always make mistakes. I don't think Bellerin even makes mistakes. I just don't think he's a good defender. I look at it like he even gets into the right position, but he literally is not that good at tackling. Like
how's his crossing? Is he like, obviously if you're playing wing backs, that means you're getting your width from your fullbacks. How's his delivery been?
He doesn't look comfortable when he plays with William, because him and William are trying to go the same way, and it just looks a bit uncomfortable. He looks better when he's with Pepe, because Pepe cuts inside, draws the defenders in, Bellerin gets right behind. He's not a particularly great crosser of the ball. So that's the problem with Bellerin, isn't it? Because if he's not great going forward, he's almost like a liability. Whereas, he's not a great crosser, he's okay. But the thing, I agree with you. Arsenal defense is still shaking, so we'd actually probably be better having a Wan-Bissaka, not Wan-Bissaka himself, but a Wan-Bissaka type, where at least he can defend and he'd give us more cover. Because I believe that Tyranny's better, but I believe.
I think I would bench Lacazette, definitely.
100%.
Move Aubameyang up from, play Saka on the left. And see what happens there. Where's Saka playing now? He's playing left wing back, yeah?
Left wing back, yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I shift Tierney there. I could play Holding Luiz and Gabriel as centre backs. Yeah. I think that would give you more creativity.
This was crazy. This is how mad it is, yeah? David Luiz playing makes us a more attacking team.
Yeah. But listen, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing, though, because this is like Chelsea on a Conte, yeah? All of our creativity came from our two super attacking fullbacks in Moses and Alonso. Yeah, I mean, so if you play that system, that three at the back, but your fullbacks are not attacking well, the system just dies. So your creativity is seriously low. You're not waiting for Aubameyang to dribble for
Saka. What I look at it like this is Saka is not a natural left wing back, so he's uncomfortable with the defensive side of the duty. So it makes him a bit hesitant going forward. He's a bit nervous both sides. He's a good player, but obviously you want to play him. You don't want to take him out of the team. So you look for anyone to play him. Whereas I think Tierney is more comfortable doing the defending side and probably understands the position more. A lot of the time, people think, because you can play right back or because you play left wing, you can almost play left wing back, but it's a completely different thing. I felt like Alonso mastered the position. No matter how good or bad of a player you think he is the master of left. Left wing back is so natural to him. He doesn't know how to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? I watched Bellerin, and even him, he looks uncomfortable because he gets too far forward, not knowing that he has to defend. Like, it's all over the place. I just think a lot of the players haven't understood their position. I don't think Tierney understands what it's like to be a left centre-back in the Premier League. Maybe he did it in the Scottish division. I don't know if Saka knows exactly what it's like to be a left wing-back, and I definitely don't think Bellerin knows what it's like to be a right wing-back. And I think Bellerin plays better when he's got smoke up his arse. He's got competition, and there's no competition in the team. I agree with you. I think Lacazette has to be...
What do you think about playing Kolasinac as left-side centre-back?
Nah, he's a liability, bro. That guy's useless.
Because I can see why he doesn't want to play Holding and why I might be reticent about playing Holding consistently, because I think if you're playing on the outside of the centre back, you have to be quick, and you have to be able to get out and be comfortable playing almost like right back.
We're in a team with all problems. So Kolasinac is a liability, like just defensively. That guy could just be having a good game. He's either going to clatter someone and look like he's going to get sent off, or he's just going to miss the ball. I don't know what that happens. Holding is too slow. Mustafi is quick. That's what's crazy. Mustafi actually has some pace. He just lacks talent. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's a mad team. Like, it's a mad team. So I almost believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna take a
Where's
year or two to
Saliba?
get people in and out.
Where's Saliba? I heard that, unfortunately something happened in his family, someone passed away. But I think he has everything. I've watched him watching League One. I don't even know why he's not even getting a shout out or anything like that. So, I agree with you. It's going to take time. Luis has to play in the free because he adds some creativity to that team. Not playing him is criminal. I think Gabriel is a great player, but I still think Arsenal needs another centre back. They need to get rid of Four and need to get another one. I think Chambers would probably be more comfortable playing as a right centre back than Holding is.
What about like a diamond for you guys? That could be interesting.
What for? I mean, I'm down to try stuff. I'm down to try stuff, but I don't want to isolate our wingers. Like, the thing is, when you play a diamond, you gotta have it like this. So people understand. So the problem with Pogba playing in a diamond and stuff like that, what I saw was a diamond. The diamond players, they're not left wingers or anything, but they've always got to protect their fullback. So you can almost do that with El Nani on one side and Partey on the next, because Partey can, or El Nani can back the left back and Partey can back the right back. You know what I mean? But when you have two guys that are like Pogba, you got Pogba and you got someone else and they don't feel comfortable coming back, and you have to run a lot. In that diamond thing, you're running ahead. I try it. I mean, I'll try it. I'm down to try it. It's tough up front because I think Aubameyang should start. I'd like to see William in the 10. I'd like to play 4-2, El Nani and Partey, or Xhaka and Partey, put William number 10, put Pepe on the left, put Thing on the right, and say, William, you are our first line of defense. Whatever their defensive mid is, every time that guy gets the ball, you run into that guy. You stop him from getting the ball out. You know what I mean? And I think William would want to try and run directly and see run direct or something like that. It'll be interesting to see. I think I think our players are better than what they're playing like. If you get what I'm saying, players aren't good enough. But these players, Bellerin definitely hasn't improved. In the 5 years overall. If you look at his trajectory, obviously injury based, he hasn't improved. He just. But if people are telling me 3-0 at home to Aston Villa is the level of team that we are, that's not on. You know what I mean? And I agree. Aston Villa are a much better team than what we're probably giving them credit for. You know what I mean? A lot of these players are probably unsung heroes. Matty Cash, Tyrone Mings, the guy that plays next to him, Barkley, John McGinn, Douglas Luiz, who's from Chelsea, Douglas Luiz, isn't it? Apparently he's a very good player, Douglas Luiz. You've always said you like that, was it Trezeguet?
Yeah, Trezeguet.
You always like Trezeguet. Ollie Watkins looks like a real player. He looks like a natural goal scorer. So they are definitely a better team, and with this COVID, there's always going to be funny results. But I do believe that attacking-wise, defensively, this is the best. I don't care what nobody says. This is the best Arsenal have ever been. Like, in the last 5 years, defensively, it's not look this solid. This game was obscure to what we normally do.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has nightmare games where nothing just goes right. And they're just popping.
But it's tough, man. I want to show. I think you want to hold Arteta accountable, because I feel like you should hold him accountable, and he should know that we should be playing better football than this. But
I think this is the first proper game that will really make him reassess things or whatever. I think the Liverpool one, you can say, okay, listen, we could have done better, but
even Leicester, we were the better team.
Man City, you could have done well, but the better team.
Leicester, we were the best.
The Leicester one, but Leicester one, it was just about one moment where you just didn't defend well and you lost the game. So it didn't need this sort of like big inquiry. But this one, this was going to lead him to like really go back and think. And obviously with the international break, now you have 2 weeks where you're not playing. All of a sudden, you have to sit there and wait for the next game. So I do think there will be a reaction, and I do think he will try something different come the next game. And a lot of situations like this, like injury forces people's hands as well. Like, say get injured tomorrow, and then he has to play.
We should give him praise, even though El Nani. The thing with Arsenal, the biggest problem that we have is El Nani's been excellent. But what happens is a player will play well for the first couple games, and they'll start confusing good form with good player or good season. El Nani was always due to have a drop of form because he was never really this level of player. Maybe we could go through the season, maybe he does jump. But players are always going to go up and down, especially if you don't have a career of excellence. A lot of the time, majority, 90%, there's the 10% of Van Persie's and those sort of players that suddenly just jump up a level and they just stay there for the rest of their career. But majority of players that weren't at that level or were always inconsistent or not great, they tend to go up and then they'll just come straight back down to somewhere near their level, or maybe they even increase, but they just don't stay there. And El Nani was excellent. Just him, not the team. His personal the first 6-7 games, he was there. He was outclassing everybody in that team. So I believe that El Nani was always due to have a drop. I believe that a lot of these players are not seasoned pros. You can point out, apart from Aubameyang, I don't think anyone at that Arsenal team you can say, oh, this guy has had great seasons at Arsenal. I think Aubameyang's the only one. He's the only player there that you can point at, and it's very hard to build off a team where a lot of the players just haven't been good for a whole season. You know what I mean? Like, you can point that. I mean, because if you go to the best teams, Man City and Liverpool, you can point and say, this guy has been good over a season. Sterling's been good over a season. Aguero's been good over a season. Bernardo Silva's had a season where he's good. Kevin's had a few seasons. Laporte's had a season where he's good. So, we need to have players that are performing for more than 5 games. Like, you need to have players that perform over the 30, So that's what Arteta needs to do. He needs to try and improve our consistency. But I think he knows that more than anything. That's one thing I respect about him. He's honest. He says it was my fault. And you can tell that he's definitely looking at certain man in the dressing room like, wow, listen. You can, it's time for you to go, But, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to go forward. We got Leeds next. Leeds are a very inconsistent team, but they're a very attacking team. So,
To be honest, Leeds suit your style of play anyway, because right now, because you want to counter attack and be defensive or whatever. So a team that's going to come onto you and leave space in behind, that's what you want. So, if they play their regular way, that's actually a good team to play. Now, obviously, Leeds, they're inconsistent. They can be great one week and then poor the next and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, it'll be interesting going forward.
Before I want to say one thing. I want to see Aubameyang play up front. But I do believe Aubameyang's not the same player. Forget about, how much goals he scored this season. I don't think he's the same player as what he was under Wenger. When I watched him under Wenger, he was literally on the last man all the time, never got involved in play, wait for the ball to get passed over the top through the back, and he was just there finishing. I do believe his hold-up play is better now. I do believe his work rate is 10 times what it was before. So I would like to see him play in a position where he does come deep to get the ball sometimes. He does run off. I do think he's more competent there. So I do believe that he could do something. And I do believe that players like Saka, William and Pepe are good enough players to set him up with enough chances. Because every game I've watched that Lacazette has played up front, every single game, Lacazette has had a chance. Every game. He had a chance. He had a chance with a great header in the last game. He had a chance with an open goal, which he completely missed against Man City. He had chances against Leicester. He had chances against Sheffield. He had chances against Liverpool. 2 chances. You know what I mean? And it's a striker. Was in those you only need 1 or 2 of those. So I do think Lacazette could have easily been on 7-8 goals right now. He just hasn't been good.
No, I think that's definitely the aim. Like if you're a top team or you want to be a top team, I think you want to get your goal scorer at least 3 chances a game, at least where he has the opportunity to score. Because you'd have to think someone of his type of caliber or quality, more often than not, he'll take one of them.
What do you think he's just done? He's lost his hunger because it's not. I don't think it's an Arteta thing. I don't think.
Who's that?
Lacazette. You think he's just done? He's finished.
I think his form has just carried on from last season, isn't it? And he's just not in good form. Yeah, I mean, like he's tried. He was confident for a couple of games, all this sort of thing, or whatever. I think maybe try him in a different position. Maybe play because I think he can play on the wing as well. Yeah, I mean, like he's actually quite good footballer, good with his feet. Very good. He can see the pass, all that sort of thing. So I don't see it, and he works really hard for the team. Yeah, hold up play, running guys down or whatever.
He just never really clicked with him at Arsenal. And he has the ability. 2 seasons ago under Emery, I thought he was quite good. Him and Aubameyang linked up quite well.
That's what I'm saying. The best I've seen him is when you play him in a 2, though. Yeah. I mean, in England. I've never seen him, like, consistently good where he's played in a 1 up front. Yeah. I mean? So I think that's another thing you might need to look at where it's, okay, maybe you guys need to go 3-5-2. Yeah? 3 at the back.
Do you think Arteta's the man to change it, though? Do you think he would try that?
Yeah, I think he's learned from Pep and all those guys. Like those guys have played every formation in their head, like every scenario, and they're given the chance. Those guys will definitely switch it up. So I think definitely that's what's gonna happen.
So you think I'll keep Arteta?
Listen, I told you, I don't call for sacking the managers until after 10 games. Yeah. So that's 3 more games to go. So we'll see. We'll see. You get me? When everybody was calling for Solskjaer to get sacked last week, I was like, nah, hold fire. But my man came through against Everton.
They're calling for him to get sacked now.
Listen, they call for that guy to get sacked every week. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. That guy's worse than Southgate.
And then quickly before we go, we're going to talk about Gab Marcotti talking about Chelsea, saying that Chelsea against Sheffield United is the best game they've had this season. Would you agree? So they've looked the best. That's their best game.
No, I don't think it was the best performance.
He said
let me think. I think the first half against Southampton, because this game against who we play again?
Sheffield United.
Yeah, it was tight. I think it was only one goal at halftime, and then one or two things go for you and all that sort of stuff. Whatever. I mean, it was a good game, but I thought the first half against Southampton was probably better.
He also said that he thinks that your team is much more balanced. You play better. You seem structurally more impressive when Kai and Pulisic are not on the pitch. You think it was an England comment of Gab Marcotti?
Nah, I think that's a silly comment because those guys haven't really been given the chance to play regularly and for us to see how balanced they are. Like, it's no coincidence that our form started with Pulisic and all these guys coming back as well, and being able to play Kai as a number 8 rather than as a number 10. And his stats are still quite good. Yeah, I'm saying he's I think got four goals and like 2 or 3 assists in all competitions.
I think what I look at when I look at Zach, first of all, Zach's 26 years old. Yeah, he's coming into a later stage of his career. The guy's been playing professional football for 8 years, 6, 7 years now, playing at a level that we respect and all that Ajax, Champions League, etc. So he knows himself. Being 26 coming to a Premiership is different than being a 21-year-old who's played professional ball for 2-3 years maximum. Yeah, you know what I mean, he knows himself now. He knows what he wants to do. We both agreed that we thought Zach was going to be the standout player just because of his age, what he was ready to bring, what he's looking for. Kai and those guys are still finding themselves. Pulisic is 21? Those guys are still finding themselves. You know what I mean? Kai can go on to have his best season this season in all competitions. We don't know. And it's early days.
And Werner is effective, but he's not the left winger. You know what I mean? And if people look at Pulisic when he came back, he wasn't as good as last season. But they were playing him on the right for like the first 2 games when he came back. I think they played him on the left once. You know what I mean? So he hasn't really been able to like go back to where he was. And he scored. He scored against in Russia when we played or whatever. Now, but the thing about Werner is he's getting his goals now, but he's not really been impressive to me. Yeah, I rate him highly, and I think he's an outstanding player, or whatever. But I don't see him as a left wing at all. No. You know what I mean? He does the job there. He's pacey. He can run up and down or whatever. But it's never a left winger. I think even Hudson-Odoi and better than him in that position. So for me, I want to get him back in the striking position because I like Tammy, but look at the teams that we're playing recently. These are not exactly.
It's similar to this. You like Tammy, but you'd rather have Werner and Pulisic than Tammy and Werner.
I'd rather have Giroud than Tammy. Yeah, I mean, and that's no disrespect because you saw what Giroud did last season when he came in.
But
at the end of the day, now he's in the team. He's playing. So I'm going to support him regardless, and he's playing well. He's scored 1 or 2 goals or whatever. But I think long term.
I think it's champagne problems. It's champagne problems, man. Champagne problems. Having, can Pulisic and Kai or Ziyech and Werner and those are champagne problems. Yeah, and it's not
best goal difference in the league. You know.
That's what I'm saying, Obviously, it's champagne problems. What I would say is more impressive is the fact that Lampard, the defenses look better, and Thiago Silva, who everyone said was done. He's 36. He can't do it. The guy can't move. It's the Premier League, the fastest league in the world. You know what I mean? The guy's looking like one of the best defenders in the league this season.
He's been outstanding. I call the guy Agent Smith. You know what I'm saying? Or Neo. Because the guy, every time he gets the ball, everything just slows down, bro. You know what I'm saying? The guy just gets the ball.
You're trying to say that he's looking at Van Dijk and saying, this is how you do it. I've still got Van Dijk. I was the best defender in the world before you. I was the best defender in the world before you.
Listen. The guy is Dr. Strange. The guy can freeze time, bro. Boom, get the ball like nah. The guy like, yo, cap. That's where cap.
Let us know, people, what you think. Do you think that Gab Marcotti is right and that Chelsea team is better without Pulisic, who was their standout player for me last season? And Kai Havertz, is he your most expensive player? Is he your most expensive player or not?
Who, Kai Havertz? Arguably.
No, is he your most
Nobody knows the figures, but yeah, I think he's our most expensive player.
Their most expensive signing and your second German signing. Yeah, you've only haven't signed too many German players.
Yeah, I mean, we signed a couple. Ballack, Robin Huth.
Oh, who? Yeah, like your third or fourth. But I was thinking,
Rudiger.
you see, you're naturally most talented German player. Is he naturally more talented than Ballack?
It's tough. But Balak was unbelievable as well. But yeah, I mean, bro, Schürrle was super talented. Yeah, I mean, and skillful. But yeah, I think he has the potential, but he has to show it. But listen, I'm patient, man. I'm patient. I'll give all these guys time, man. You know what I mean?
It's early days.
Yeah.
If we ever see Hudson and Doyle in a Chelsea shirt again, stay tuned on the next episode of the Football Pull Up. Yo, it's been myself, King Jones. It's been the Podfather. Make sure you follow us on non-stop content. Oh man, YouTube and Instagram. We've got so much content coming out soon. We out.
Peace.